Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masterverse Princess of Power, Leech, the evil master of suckage. This, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel, and is a very unexpected surprise for the Masterverse line because, when was the last time we got a Princess of Power figure again? Oh yeah, it was fucking Grizzlor. Almost a year ago. So it's nice to see another addition to the Princess of Power subline, but are they going to keep going with this? Feels like the New Adventure subline's kind of dead in the water at this point, so fingers crossed Princess of Power at least isn't. But before we get into any kind of side tangents here, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into meat and taters of this review and take a look see at all Leech, the evil master of suckage, has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with, oh boy, the accursed Horde crossbow. I fucking hate these things. You know what? It's not good enough. Fuck the Horde crossbow. Fuck it up and down on its face. Stomp on it until it's begging for motherfucking mercy, because I can't stand these motherfucking Horde crossbows. You know? That's just it. I do not care for these things. These clips suck. The only good Horde crossbows were in Masters of the Universe Classics, and I know what you're going to say, Leech had a clip. Well, Leech's crossbow was probably softer plastic, so you could at least heat the fucking thing and pinch the clip closed so it stayed tight on his arm, right? Right? I rest my case. Nice little laser string, though. So we do get this French tickler whip accessory, which does clip onto his wrist. Much better than this piece of shit. So I will be using this. I think this is a cool piece. Kind of weird. It looks like a bat tail sticking out of the bottom of this little Hordak head there. So that's interesting. But that's all you get. You don't get alt heads, alt hands, or anything like that. You just get Leech with all of his armor. He's got pauldrons that are new. He's got some wrist bracers that are new. He's got an all-new upper torso, at least. I don't know about the midsection here. Or, actually, this is reuse, too. So, he is reuse from top to bottom, other than the head, the torso, the pauldrons, the gauntlets, the hands, and the feet. Because these are Grizzlor's boots. These are Slush Head's limbs, possibly midsection. And even the waist is, I think, Slush Head. So there you go. The head, however, is unique to him because he's got those big old honking fish lips, so he can give you a kiss. Mwah! Bitch. Either way, his articulation can rotate side to side. He can tilt up and down a little bit. Tilt side to side a little bit. He's got this big bone collar. Shoulders go out. As far as the pauldrons will allow, now of course you can take those off and get more range, but who wants to see him without those? Not me. You can rotate the arm all the way around, I think. Yeah, you can do it. He's got a bicep twist, and even though these pauldrons sit kind of loosely on him, they don't fall down his arms, so that's nice. His elbows will bend about that far. If you take off the pauldron and the gauntlet there, you'll get more. His wrists will rotate and hinge. He does have the thick wrist pegs, even though it doesn't come with all hands. The hands are nice and tight. And he's got the little suckers in his hands there, so that's cool. His torso will crunch that far forward, that far back. It will rotate side to side, tilt side to side. Then the waist will also turn side to side. Now, funny story, I didn't know he had drop-down hips until I kind of cranked on mine, and they came down. Look at that. So he does indeed have the dreaded drop-down hips. His are nice and tight, though, so no problems there. You can kick forward and back. He's got a thigh cut. double knee. And He's got a swivel in the boot with a hinge in the foot. Ankle hinges are a little loose, but he stands fine. And then he has a rocker there. A little tricky to utilize because of the position of the feet, but he does have little suckers on his feet too. Little mouths there, so really cool figure. I dig him. I would say next to the Emperor Hordak, he's probably my favorite of this new wave. And unfortunately, the last one we'll be looking at this, from this, I should say, new wave. Because we already looked at the rest of them. Check out those reviews if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it if you did. But, you know, self-plugs aside, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons after we clip on this little whip here, just so I can show you how nice and tight that this thing is. Look at that. It's not going anywhere. It's flopping around like a limp dick on a Sunday morning. That said, this, on the other hand, get it? Because it's literally on his other hand. I mean, it's alright, but fuck this thing. I don't like those. So, with that being said, once again, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's our evil master of suckage, because that's way more fun to say than his actual name, alongside a couple other members from not only the Princess of Power subline, but also the evil horde. We have the mighty Grizzlor, with his very, very soft fur coat there, and Hordak. Not Emperor Hordak, he's not on his, taken over Eternia shit. That said, as you can tell, none of them are brandishing their crossbows, because I fucking hate those things. But they all look great together, and I'm glad they all came with accessories outside of those crossbows, because I think that's really what makes them special, because it's the fine folks over at Mattel giving them each a unique accessory. Hordak got the shield and the cannon arm, because he was a deluxe figure after all, so maybe he is on his taking over Eternia shit. Leech got this little whip, and Grizzlor got his axe. So, curious what Mantenna and some of the other remaining members of the Evil Horde will have. So, getting them out of the way here. Bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus. Right here. And the infamous K11 Spawn, who, in this case anyways, yeah, pretty much towers over everyone. Leech is literally a head shorter than he is, but, do my eyes deceive me, but is Leech a member of the Men Red and Black Club? I'm gonna say yes, he's got a little bit, but he's got more than Grizzlor, so I think we're going to give it to him. So, with that being said, it is time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and my disdain for Horde crossbows aside, the evil master of suckage here is a solid addition to the Princess of Power subline, which, at this point in time, the exception of the reveal of this little fella right here, I thought was dead in the water, so fingers crossed they keep giving us characters from the Princess of Power series, particularly the Evil Horde, because that's what tickles my fancy anyways, but I guess I'm okay if they made some of the more interesting Princesses of Power. I like the Frosta figure, and I wouldn't be opposed to a Mermista or even a Castaspella, because I think they could do some cool things with those characters. But no Madame Raz, please. She's a fucking idiot. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, catch you guys later.